Hey y'all, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. My name is Kimmy and this is the 4th week that I have had my garden in the ground. So I want to show y'all a 1 month update of the garden today. It rained overnight, so the ground is wet, so I really don't want to do any yard work or projects today. So I hope y'all enjoy this garden tour. Here are onions, and they are already starting to fold down, which is nice. I watched a video recently on how to harvest onions, so I'm so excited for when they start to lay flat and I can pull them up, and I think it will be soon-ish. The video I saw, she said you'll know because these will start drying out, and so I'm pretty excited to see the size of them and everything, but I don't think they're ready yet. I think all of it has to start falling down. Here's some of the corn. This is what's up next to the house. I've got 3 of them in here. It is sweet corn. Alright y'all, I told you in one of the recent videos that there was 2 cucumbers I'd planted. 2 of them went away. Now for some reason I have 3 over there. The one I had over here dried up. Here it is. So, what I'm thinking of doing is, let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3 right next to each other. I'm going to pull this out just gently as I can. Okay. I'll leave those 2. I may pull out one of them later, but I will leave those. Did I say it's pickling cucumbers? These are my hibiscus bushes. I did just repot these. I don't know if they're getting too much water. I don't know what's happening, or if it's too much sun. So, I don't know how heavy. Okay, I can't do it one-handed. I plan to move these to the other side instead of over here, and just put something over there that likes full sun all day long. Over here it's still shady and it's already like 10:30, maybe close to 11. So I'm thinking about putting them over here. They would still get that 6 hours of sun, but they would have more shade. So I think that might be better. I'll just put one on one end and one probably where this chair is. See if that works. Here's our bell pepper. Finally have some flowers going, which means we're gonna have bell peppers pretty soon. And I've got a flower in this one as well. Lots of buds. And then there's the 2 tomato plants, and there's already tomato on both of them. There's a little tiny one on the other one, so it must be doing better since we cut back the bottom. You can see it looks more like a tree than this one, and it's because it just had a lot of yellow in it, so I ended up pruning the bottom down to help. I should mention most of the flowers are from seed. The onions are bulbs, corn and cucumber are seed. These 4 right here were from Lowe's. They're the Bonnie brand. And I just got green bell peppers, and then both of those are Better Boys. These flowers also came from seed, and they are just taking off. Since it's already been about 30 days, I'm thinking 30 days from now we'll actually have some flowers, which will be really nice. And I hope that I get some that I can cut and come again, and then put them in like a little mason jar, so I have some free flowers on the inside of the house. More flowers. I feel like my garden is probably 90% flowers. Some more right there, and some more over here. Over here in the back of my yard, I have some grapes. I love this now. It's getting a lot more green. It was looking pretty rough the other day, and this is longer, so maybe I just broke that off. Oh, okay. That's fine. I guess I'll just leave it alone. Oh no. Oh no. So I just cleaned this out in the last video. There were so many weeds everywhere, and I accidentally sacrificed one of my corn because of all the weeds. Some of these have their sisters and some of them don't. So this one, it has its sister right here. That one, on the other hand, it just has one leg. A bunch of them just have one leg, but they should start getting their sisters soon. I'm pretty sure they get 2 sisters, but y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. But this is also that same corn in the front. It's the sweet corn, and this is Boy. My little Tigger. And our blueberry bush should be doing much better now that I've pulled all of the weeds out of here. There were so many weeds down there. It was crazy. But they're starting to get darker. More like a red, purplish tint. So I think June is when I start picking the blueberries off. And this year I'm thinking about freezing them because there's just going to be so many. It's going to be hard for us to just eat them. I can freeze them and then make like blueberry muffins, blueberry pancakes, blueberry cobbler, anything like that. I'm getting ready to do some yard work. Y'all already know. Mowing. It's a job that never ends. Okay. This is watermelon. I've got 7 or 8 of these, and I don't know how many watermelon I will get. Look at him. He's standing in them. Oh, I know. He's the Krabby Patty. He gets annoyed if you're not loving on him. But I've got 7 or 8 of these here, and if we get more than one per thing, I thought about setting up at the flea market and selling some of them. So we'll see. They are the seedless watermelon variety, I'm pretty positive. This is at the tongue of our mobile home, and I do have a few flowers in here as well. And I planted these a couple weeks ago, so they're just now starting to come up. Are you talking to them? Tell them how you feel. He's gonna let you know. Okay. Miss Sally. Should we name it that? I like it, Sally. Hi, Sally. My red bush. Here we go. Some creeping Jenny. You know what's funny is I don't think this is part of it. Whatever this is, I think is a weed. Same with this. Oh, and there's so many little bugs in here. Little roly-poly. Oh, there's so many of those. One of y'all told me that it reminded you of a movie the other day, and I almost put A Bug's Life on the thumbnail because we were down in the ground with the camera and y'all could see all the things running around. But this is finally getting covered up. Let me show you one that's fully covered. If you missed that video, we did a lot of stuff in the yard. I have a feeling that those branches just fell back there and that's loose. No, it's connected to it. Okay, so that tree was coming up all the way up there, so I cut it back as far as I can. Where this is and where the underpinning is, I'm either going to have to take this whole thing and move it, which would be very difficult, or I would have to take those off behind there. But there's a white, you can see it down there, there's a white part that goes on the ground that you fit the underpinning into. So I'd have to move that too, because that is growing in between the piece of wood and the underpinning. It's like maybe this big around or so. Not too big. So this creeping Jenny is filled up. And some of y'all were like, no, not the creeping Jenny, because I was pulling it out of the ground. But my fear is that if I leave it in the ground, it's going to overtake all of the mulch and then eventually start to grow in the grass. Because this is great for ground coverage if you don't want grass, or you have like some areas in your yard that are like just dirt patches that you want to cover. That would probably be great. I just suggest putting a border wherever you want it to stop, because if you don't, it's going to keep going like mint. They root. They have legs. They root to the wherever they're crawling. Okay, over here I've got more, and there's there's moss growing in here. I told you all that the other day, right there. I'm excited for these flowers, but there's also moss growing all around here, and I just love it. This area stays wet the longest because the sun comes up that way, so it takes until almost 7 o'clock nowadays for the sun to actually get on this side of the house. So you can see right now it's overcast, so everything's covered, but it takes a while. The shade will just sit like this and cover all that. So this one is the same bush as the other one. I did get all the grass out of here the last video, and then I also took a piece off of it that was just kind of coming out way out here. So it's getting more and more leaves on it. This is only the second year I've had this, so it's the first year that it's been dormant and then needing to come back. So hopefully next year it figures out the timing. I'm wondering if that one gets more sun or less sun than this one. I don't know. My air conditioner for my bedroom is right above y'all, but here I have the same flowers that I put in that pot. That way when the flowers actually pop open, I can see they're both the same. When we do our yard work video, and today we need to go to town, so I'm probably going to buy some staples today for the weed barrier, but I need to de-weed this and de-weed this. See all the grass? I like to see the red mulch, so I also want to redo my rocks here, because you can see how they're kind of like going every which way. And I don't want that. Yeah, my rose bush I just pruned, so I just have a few flowers left on it that were still pretty. But if you're new here, what I like to do is come outside and do the deadheads, which is this, just cut those off. But then also when these get a little ugly looking like this, I'll cut them off too. So we had a lot that were like that. Here's a little kitty right there. It's a girl. She belongs to somebody. All these cats belong to somebody. They like me though, because I put food out. And then here are two more areas with flowers. I'm back inside the house. I've already gotten a little red. See this line right here is so red. It is hot and humid out there, but the wind, the breeze is really nice. So I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. This was 1 month garden update. A few things out there like the cucumber, and some of the flowers are more recent, but I will be giving y'all a new update very soon. Let me know if I'm doing anything wrong with my grape plant that I just broke off from where it was going in the lattice. I feel like the lattice may be a little bit too far away for now, or I don't know. But I'll be really excited if grapes grow. I don't even know if they're going to grow this season or Is it like a blueberry bush or a bush where like you kind of have to wait for the grapes? Let me know. Give me all your tips and advice if you have any for gardening. I have been doing it for, I think this is my 7th year or so, but I'm always willing to learn more. So let me know, and I will see y'all back here the day after tomorrow. Bye.